Hey, back. We are back again today. This is the first video of the day for me. It's a stupid stain on my shirt. I just got it on too. Well, this is the first video of the day for me. So welcome back with Momma Googs' Interesting Life. And something I didn't get to do last night, what I'm doing now, I got my chili. So I made some of the stuff last night, but didn't even make the shit. Let me show you what I got here. Okay. Alright, here's some hamburger meat. Remember I made the hamburger meat last night, didn't you? It's already made, it just needs to warm up, it'll warm up in there pretty good. So I've got that. I've got my beans. I gotta make sure I put everything in here. I've got my noodles in there. I already came home and cooked some noodles. You know what, the ones I had last night, I fell asleep, left them sitting on the stove. Almost burnt them, so I had to throw them out. Man, I gotta be careful about that shit now, you know. Could have been a fire in this place. Could have burnt this place down. Shit. Now, I've got 2 cartons of tomato sauce, cans of tomato sauce. I have some whole tomatoes, because I want to put some flavor in that soup. I always like a lot of tomatoes in my soup, just to... But you know what? I need to eat a lot of tomatoes. Tomatoes got its advantages, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cooking some chili. I'm making it easier for me. I'm opening all my cans and everything, so I don't have to, you know, just do it once, you know what I'm saying? Do everything at once. That. My kidney beans. I don't know if I might need to get another can of beans out. I don't know. Because it looks like I'm not enough to make 2 batches here. Where I'm going here. There. Now, my cat's over here wanting to eat. You know what? You eat some of this stuff, Tiger, you're gonna be in that litter. You're gonna be in that litter box all night. The only person to be able to clean that up is me. Now, here's my stuff that I bought yesterday. Y'all remember went shopping with me? I was at Kroger's. Get my last minute stuff. I also got my basil, so you know what? It was a good thing I didn't get to make it last night. Because I didn't have all the stuff I wanted, all my seasonings. Yep, you see? I gotta have basil for my chili. You know, my chili. You know, that's basically my trademark. No, this is basically my signature spice. You might as well call it. It's not really my signature because I didn't make it, but that's my trademark. You know what I'm saying? It's my trademark spice because I put basil in everything I cook. I cook it. I use this for about everything. I use soul seasoning for everything. Okay, wait a minute. I can't because I'm recording. I got this chili powder right here. But see, this is chili powder. And you know, sometimes I get mixed up. It's powder, and then I got some seasoning too. Where I put my seasoning? Oh shit! Don't tell me that. Here it is. I got this kind of seasoning right here. So I got the good seasoning. It should be enough seasoning. I put some powder. I think this should be good. Now I'm trying to break this shit up over here. And I think the first thing I'm going to put in here is First stuff I'm gonna put in is the tomato sauce. Well, maybe I should put the tomatoes in first. What do y'all think? Doesn't matter what goes first, right? Just goes in there. Now, usually, so I don't, waste anything trying to get it out. Put those in there. So I don't, food costs, you know what I'm saying? I like to make sure I get every bit of it out. I usually don't like to. Now I'm putting this in here. Hey, Teresa and Becky, people I don't see on here. Y'all know you don't know I'm getting her looking to get a reality show, right? Well, you're going to see a lot of videos of me on here, so that's why I'm on here all the time. I got a show. I ain't got it getting ready to come out yet, but it's in the works. I'm be going, it's all, we filmed here. Louisville first 2 seasons, and then I want to do the first seasons in Louisville. Then I'll be come to Cincinnati to do his filming, and if it all goes well, I'm gonna be going all over the place to do this. I'll be going to have a different. I'll be having a different. Every season, I'll be in a different city. I'm gonna go to. If anybody's been keeping an eye on my posts or reading my posts, keeping up, I put a post as to where all I want to go do my show. And talk about when I get done around here, I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to go to New Orleans, Miami, New York. I'm going to go to California. I'm going to go to Denver, Alaska. There's even, after being here, in the States for a while, I might even go. May even go places around the world, I ain't going to be going around the world everywhere, but here and there I might go somewhere, just for the different experience. If anybody's read the synopsis of my show. Here's my whole tomatoes that I'm putting in. Yeah, I can still give everybody a little spiel as to what my show's going to be about, It's basically going to be, I'm kind of, if y'all remember watching Tom Green back in the 90s, well, I'm going to be kind of like it's going to be kind of a Tom Green show, and it's like a Tom Green in a real world and Jersey Shore. It's Jersey Shore mixed together. It's, basically going to be a documentary series. It's going to be just about me, but it's also going to be about people I interact with in the community, people that stay with me, people live in my house, everything's kind of mixed in together. Instead of the cast some of the cast live in the house, live in my place, but then the others, parts of the cast live in just around the community. So we're kind of living within a community instead of all, like 8, 10 of us all in one place. Usually about probably 4 or 5 people will live in my house probably. But then there'll be about, the cast, main cast, probably about 10 people. What I'm saying? There'll be a little more since there's people out in the community and there's some people that live in the house. But, it's basically, focuses not on just me, but it's basically gives you a look. You watch reality shows and you see they're about big families with big houses and stuff like that. Now, this is going to be about people who live on checks. It's the main point. Now, not everybody in the cast is on a check and is working for next to nothing, It's about people living the struggle, People living the struggle, and, it shows people how people struggle to get by, and, even shows people working on their dreams. You know, they got dreams. Some of the people got dreams, and they working to try to accomplish that dream. And you know, you know, it's kind of a comical show because basically it's not just me, but it's basically people with unique and unusual personalities coming together on one show, and you're basically just putting us all in one room just to see how, you know, just to see what all goes up and comes down. You know what I'm saying? So, and so basically, the people you see on my show, instead of living in fancy houses and stuff, you know, we live in projects. We live in the hood. We live, some of us live in the hood, just live, you know, some of us may have a house in the hood. It's mainly in the inner cities where you're going to see us, but sometimes you might take a trip out to the country, but it's, you know, if you ever, now see, one idea that got me going, wanting to make a reality show, is everybody said I looked like Mama June from Honey Boo Boo. That was one of them. There was more than one thing. There was more than one reason, you know, it gave me an idea, so, but that was just one of them. But, see, Mama June, now, she also was living on, they also live on limited income. You know, you see how they have to, you know, how she has to cut coupons and all that stuff to get by. But she lives in the rural America. You know, she lives in redneck, rural America. You know what I'm saying? Whereas me, I might as well call myself her urbanized version. But even though I don't really have kids of my own, you know, because I've not been able to have any, I've got kids I've got people adopted from the streets, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically let's just say, I'm from the streets. So, I mean, I don't live out in the streets, but that's where my life is. But now that's another thing. Some of these people that are on a lot of these people on my show, they don't even have a place to live. You got people that, you got people, they're going to make people like people that are on checks and people that are working odd jobs and working and not getting paid anything, you know, they're going to make us look like, they're going to make us, you're going to be looking at us, you're going to be looking at them, and you're going to be looking right at us and saying, man, you guys better be grateful for what you have, which we are, yes. Because the people you're going to see on this show, some of them don't have a thing to their name, don't have a dime. They living outside. You got people you might see on my show, you got people on my show living under the viaducts. You got people living in tent cities. There's some homeless people because, like, you go to other cities. Now, some of the other cities, if we can make it there, you got people working and homeless. Probably, like, say, they might make enough money to get a place here. But if you go to a place like Los Angeles or New York, or Miami, where it costs so much to live, you're going to have people probably that make $12, $15 an hour living out in the streets, living out in tents, living in vans, living in all this stuff, because they can't afford to get a place. You might see how they live. You know, so these are people I'm going to wind up meeting along the way when I go to all these different places. And, you know, I'm just sitting there thinking, where all do I want to go with this show? You know, I even considered, you know, one season being done in South Dakota. They said, now there's an Indian reservation there. You know, I think that'd be kind of interesting to go stay on an Indian reservation. They're going to make us people that live here in the inner city, make us people. It's like it's going to look like people in the projects, people in the hood, people in these places. It's going to make us look like we living in style, because there's places we're going to. I think places. You go to other places around the world, we're going to look like we're living in luxury, you know? One time I was watching something the other day. Not watching something, but I was watching a video on Facebook about privilege. You know what I'm saying? This man was asking a group of teenagers that were lined up side to side, you know, telling them, like, well, he got $100 bill or something like that, and whoever finishes, he's going to ask people to take steps, and whoever gets there it's not going to get that $100 bill, but he's basically showing people what privilege is. You know what I'm saying? Well, we were confronted with the question as to, have you all ever wondered where your next meal's coming from? You know? And when I was asked that question, I thought about, well, even if I'm, let's say, even if I run out of food in my house and don't have no money for food, well, I know we can always go to churches, we could go to shelters, there's all kinds of places we can go to eat. And, depending on where you live in the United States, you have that luxury, Whereas if you if you look on the list of cities I've been wanting to go to, you'll see places on that list where you got people that don't have this stuff. These people in them countries ain't got food stamps. They don't food stamps. You disabled, you're going to die of starvation. There's places in Africa, India, third world countries. I don't know if I want to. I don't think about that though, because there was 3 guys that went to Haiti and had to do the challenge to live on $1 a day. I don't know. And they had to do. You know how long these guys had to do that for? 3 months. I don't know if it was a month or 3 months or how much, but I know one thing. I don't know if I could do it. Talk about doing without. You're really going to be doing without on $1 a day. $1 a day here don't get you nothing. If you living on basically, let's just say this. If you live in a third world country, you're going to be beans and rice all the time. If you're going to be living off $1 a day. And the kind of work I'm telling you. And you don't have access to clean water, You don't know where you're going to be taking your next shower. I'm serious. This stuff is real. I watch these guys on a video. If you go to YouTube, look up this living on Haiti living on $1 a day in Haiti. Go on YouTube and look it up. And you ain't gonna believe what that man actually went through just to do this. Believe what they had to go through. That's my hamburger I'm putting in. I'm sitting here talking and cooking at the same time. I can't do that. Now I got this stuff here. I thought this is even gonna be enough. Yeah, half of a what you call it. Well, if I need more, I can open up another can. That's all I could do. Really thick too. The hell is this? Oh, I had chili season, didn't even know about it. I'll be damned. Okay. All I got is sold by, it's still good. It's sold by the 20th of September 2017. I hope it's still okay. I usually funny it. I will in a minute. Hold on. Let me do it. Okay, it's on now. Alright, it's on. Now I got this. It's, don't matter. It's onions and peppers, right? Well, it's got celery in it, so I've never had celery in my soup and my chili. But I'm going to try it out, see what it tastes like. Wash your hands. Well, it's kind of actually soupy-like for a change. My stuff winds up thick. But I got these noodles now, so really thicken it up. I feel like I made enough. As I'm telling you, it's chili. I know my son don't eat chili. I don't know why. I've never heard of anybody that didn't like chili. Is there anybody here that don't eat chili? Well, they'll eat mine. You know, this is basically, looks like, there, I got the noodles all stuck together. I have too many noodles in here. I don't even know if I put enough meat in here. It's the worst damn thing ever. But you know what? I think I'm going to have to, yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is put some more sauce in here. Either that or I can put more tomatoes. You know, the same damn people keep calling me. Now, there's some more tomatoes. I think I put some more of that in there. Everybody thinks. I'm putting this back in here. It's my green peas, but it's not going in there. That green peas is from my 7-layer on Thanksgiving. I've already started buying my Thanksgiving stuff, so I ain't got so much to buy. I gotta go pick up a turkey somewhere Tuesday. I might have chitlins, I don't know. It just, you know, if I don't want to have to clean them, it costs, the chitlins that you don't have to clean cost more than the ones that you have to clean. Them things a pain in the ass. You on here, Miss Cynthia? I guess she's not on here. Some people don't watch them the whole way through. Sometimes I do make these videos too long, so I don't expect everybody to watch these all the way through. So sometimes I try to keep the subjects separate. I'm in here taking a long time to make this stuff, so I'll make another video. I'm gonna go back in the room now. This is out here cooking. Okay. I want this stuff. Really good shit. I hope I made enough meat. I hope this is enough damn meat. If not, I'll just, like I said, I'll make more meat. But, oh, there you are. Hey, this is a question. Since you usually cook a lot of crawfish down there and you have to cook it, what's worse, cleaning the crawfish? I put hamburger, I put spaghetti noodles, I put green peppers, onions, celery, beans, of course. I'm getting ready to put some seasoning in there. I put the noodles in there. I basically made it the Kentucky way. I was saying last night, I've lived in Ohio and Kentucky. People in Ohio don't put noodles in the chili. People in Kentucky do. So I'm making a little bit of both. But I'm putting noodles in. But I was wondering, what's worse, cleaning the crawfish or cleaning chitlins? Yep, I'm sitting here embarking on Thanksgiving here, and what all I'm going to have to do, what all I'm going to fix. I'm sitting here talking about cooking chitlins, but I don't think I want to clean them. I don't think I want. That's the thing about chitlins. They're a pain in the ass to clean. And usually people that maybe come over here and want to eat don't want to help me clean. The chitlins. Yep, chitlins are worse to clean. Yep, that's about right. Yep, that's the worst thing to clean. I know. I don't cook. See, I haven't cooked. I had some crawfish in here, but didn't get to cook it. But somebody said it went bad and they throw it away. I didn't get to cook my crawfish. But that's okay. I'm going to get them the next time. Tell people not to throw stuff away unless they ask me. They do it anyway. Joy of living here at my house. Now here's my seasoning. And here's this thing. Here's this stuff. Chili powder. I'm going to put some of that in there. I don't want to make it too spicy, but I do want a little chili taste in there. It ain't going to be chili without no chili taste. Nope. Now, see, this is different, you know. You get some powder and some seasoning. Now, that'll make it good. And here's my trademark spice. What I mean by that, it's a spice that I put in every single thing I cook. Basil's in everything. I can't live without basil. Nope. I'm glad I didn't cook it last night. I'm glad I didn't cook this stuff because I didn't have no basil. Because when I was up there the other day at Walmart, they didn't have any more. Good old Walmart. I just started working there today. I'll tell you about that in my next episode. My next part of today's episode. I know I've been making my episodes kind of long because there's some days you think about it. Some days I don't really do a lot of recording or none at all. And there's some where I just do a whole lot. I'm just thinking about all these places. I said, man, I want to go to all these cities, all these places, and just, you know, probably a typical season will last about 3-4 months. So I'll be staying in different places 3-4 months. I'll get breaks in between because I can't just keep doing it and doing it. So, but really, even just recording this show ain't really hard. It's just, you know how reality shows are. They just film how you live 24/7. You just live like you live. It's just you being recorded. Only time you're not being recorded is if you're in the bathroom, taking showers. Can't record you while you're sleeping either. You know what, that would be funny though? To do that to Donald Trump. You know, I know I mean when I say the stuff I do about Trump, but you know what? Look what he does to everybody else. You know, look how he's treating everybody. You know, it's karma. Biting them in the ass. Oh, everybody's being mean to me. You know, and then he gets mad if he posts all these funny pictures and what's his name? Alex Baldwin, whatever his name is, getting on Saturday Night Live and making fun of them and all that. He wants to sue them for copyright issues. Copyright infringement is what it is, yes. He wants to sue them for that. Hey, Braylon. You know, I'm trying to get a show going. And it's almost just like your favorite reality show. It used to be out a long time ago. It's just a little different. Basically, you ain't got a bunch of young people. Yep. They're actually mostly young people, though, because this is about people that are homeless. Okay, I need a lid for this damn thing. I had one and I lost it. Alright, we're going to turn this sucker on and let it cook. Okay, I didn't have this thing here. Damn, cornbread. I didn't have cornbread. No, I've been using this as cornmeal. I didn't have none at Save a Lot the other day. I need corn. You know what? Some cornbread would have been nice with this, but maybe if I have some leftovers, I can make some tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. Beth, you already knew. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get myself out there right now. You know what I'm saying? I got all these videos I'm playing, and not only that, but just so people know, you know, another thing I'm going to have to do, so when I get my show, people know who I am. I'm basically going to have to be on another reality show, or be on another, you know, do auditions, or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or do stand-up, so it's like, I have to promote myself first, you know? See, I'm the only one who have to do this, but now people, when they're on my show, you know, let's say you come and be on my show and you want to have your show, well, you already been on my show, so you know, that's just, I was talking about reality shows, that's one thing about them, you know, it's like It's like if you get in the entertainment business, you try and do show business, all that stuff. You want to be in the music business or acting, all that stuff. Well, reality shows is just a way to get in the door. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've seen. I mean, not everybody. You know, majority of people on reality shows they wind up, you know, working regular jobs, living regular lives. Oh yeah, you know, it ain't just about me, but you know, but my show raises a lot of awareness about certain issues like homelessness, poverty, uh, mental illness, all that stuff. And you know, I'm going around the world with this. I want to go around the world with this after being here in the United States for a while. You know, I'm thinking big things. You know, I'm just praying it happens. And the only thing I'm worried about, just think. Did you see my post last night about? Well, I wonder how long I'll get to keep my check. If I make good money off this, damn, I'm gonna probably wind up losing my check. I'm gonna probably lose all the government assistance I've got. But you know what? As long as if I got enough to live on to be fixed for life, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it, you know. Besides, I gotta have some backup, and I don't know if it's true or not, but shoot. I usually don't believe that shit, but, you know, you talk about how Social Security gonna run out. Well, if it does, I'll be great. I'm praying it don't run out. I don't know if I believe that or not, though. It's hard to believe. Sometimes you don't know if people are just trying to cut Social Security off or what they're doing. But it could be very well true. Because eventually, like you got all the retirees, TLC, A&E. You want me to tell you something? I thought I had somebody that could help me do that, and that was like sometime over the summer. But then I don't know. She kind of was a little fishy. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back on another. Let me redo it. Let me start another video, cause see, I gotta be careful not to make my videos too long, cause people ain't gonna want to watch the same video forever. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta have to break it up by subject. So I'll be back.